What if the very thing draining your energy, weakening your memory, and damaging your most vital functions was sitting right there in your kitchen pantry? That's right. One common nut, often labeled as healthy, may be silently harming men over 60. It looks innocent, tastes great, but it's inflaming your arteries, disrupting testosterone, and slowly shutting down blood flow where it matters most. And most men have no idea. But here's the good news. For every harmful nut, there are 4 powerful ones that can restore your energy, your focus, your joints, even your confidence in the bedroom and beyond. This isn't about trends or gimmicks. It's about real natural foods used the right way. Simple choices that become powerful tools to fuel your mind, boost your hormones, and bring your body back to life. So don't go anywhere, because in just a moment, you'll discover the #1 nut recommended to men over 60 for brain health, circulation, and clarity. It feeds the most important organ you have, and no, it's not what you think. It's not flashy, it doesn't have a trendy name, but it might just be your brain's best friend. We're talking about the humble walnut. A simple, often overlooked nut, but one that holds incredible power, especially for men over 60. Let me tell you about Bill. He was 66 when he first came to see me. A retired engineer, smart, thoughtful, but there was something about the way he carried himself, a hesitation, a subtle weight behind his words. He said, "Doc, I used to be sharp, quick. Now I forget where I parked my car. I lose track of conversations. I just feel foggy." Bill wasn't afraid of disease. What scared him was slowly slipping away, losing the spark that had defined him for decades. And worst of all, he thought it was just part of getting older. But here's the truth I shared with him. Your brain, like every other part of your body, needs fuel. The right kind of fuel. And for men over 60, that fuel is often missing from their diet. That's where walnuts come in. They're packed with alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 that helps reduce inflammation in the brain and protect your neural pathways. In other words, they help your brain stay young, sharper, quicker, more you. And it's not just theory. Studies show that older adults who eat walnuts regularly score higher on memory tests, processing speed, and even emotional regulation. It's like giving your brain a tune-up. But that's only part of the story. Walnuts also help support blood flow. They're rich in vitamin E and other antioxidants that protect your cells and improve circulation, especially to your brain. They help lower CRP, C-reactive protein, a major marker of inflammation linked to dementia and joint pain. And when inflammation drops, clarity rises, energy returns, and confidence starts to rebuild from the inside out. So I told Bill to start simple. Just a small handful of raw walnuts in the morning, nothing fancy, nothing salted, just real food. He added them to his breakfast. That's it. 3 weeks later, he sent me an email. "Doc, I feel like I can think again. I'm not drifting off in the middle of conversations. I have energy through the afternoon. And I'm sleeping deeper than I have in years." But it wasn't just Bill who noticed. His wife pulled me aside during a check-in and said, half joking, "It's like I got my husband back. That's what happens when you give your brain what it needs. Not with pills, not with stimulants, with nourishment. Real healing nourishment that works with your body, not against it." And here's something else. Walnuts don't just help your mind, they help your joints too. By reducing inflammation, they ease stiffness in the knees, fingers, and hips places that often scream for relief after 60. So it's not just about remembering where you left your keys. It's about feeling strong enough to go get them. I've seen men regain not just memory, but joy, focus, a sense of purpose. Because when your mind is clear, your life becomes clearer too. And remember, it doesn't take a bucket of walnuts a day. Just a small, steady amount, maybe 7 to 10 halves, added to your breakfast or mid-morning snack. Avoid the sugar-coated ones. Skip the salty blends. Keep it raw, simple, and clean. Your brain will thank you. So will your joints. And so will the people who've missed the real you showing up every day. Now that you know how to feed your brain, are you ready to light a fire in your hormones? Not only are they delicious and filling, they're also a game changer for testosterone. Yes, testosterone. That vital male hormone that affects your energy mood, strength, and even your drive for life. And as you age, your levels start to dip. Not all at once, but gradually, subtly. Until one day you wake up and wonder, where did the fire go? That's what happened to Henry. At 68, he told me, I'm not sad. I'm just flat. Like someone turned the dimmer switch down on everything. But after just a month of one tiny change, a Brazil nut or two a day, Henry said, it's like someone turned the lights back on. So what makes Brazil nuts so powerful? One word: selenium. This trace mineral is like jet fuel for testosterone production. And guess what? Most men over 60 aren't getting enough. Not by a long shot. Your body needs selenium to help convert cholesterol into testosterone. It also plays a critical role in thyroid function, which in turn affects your metabolism, mood, and overall hormonal balance. Without enough selenium, it's like trying to start a fire with wet matches. Frustrating, ineffective, and over time, discouraging. Now here's the best part. Just one Brazil nut can provide more than 100% of your daily selenium needs. That's right, just one. Not a bowl, not a bag, just one smooth, buttery nut. Simple, sustainable, and for many men, life-changing. But the benefits don't stop there. Brazil nuts are also rich in healthy fats, the kind your body uses to create hormones, repair cells, and reduce inflammation. They contain magnesium, zinc, and vitamin E, all of which work together to support reproductive health, muscle recovery, and a sharper mind. Let's be clear, we're not talking about instant miracles, but we are talking about building a foundation. A steady upward climb, not a roller coaster. That's what makes Brazil nuts so special. They don't spike your energy and then crash you. They restore balance, quietly, naturally, and powerfully. Another thing people don't realize, low testosterone doesn't just affect libido, it's tied to muscle loss, to belly fat, to poor sleep, and even to depression. So when testosterone levels get a boost, even a small one, the effects ripple through your whole life. You feel stronger, more confident, you stop second-guessing your energy, and start stepping forward again with presence. That's what I saw with Henry. His posture changed. He cracked more jokes. He stopped canceling plans. And his wife, well, let's just say she noticed. Now, before you run out and start downing Brazil nuts by the handful, hold on. More isn't better here. Because selenium is powerful, and too much of it can actually be harmful. That's why I always recommend this: start with just one nut a day. 2. If your levels are truly depleted, but only for a short while, make sure they're raw or dry roasted, not coated in sugar or oil. Keep them in the fridge to maintain freshness. And let that single nut work its quiet magic day after day. Within weeks, you may notice more morning energy, less brain fog, a renewed interest in the things you used to enjoy. Even better sleep, deeper, more restorative. It's not just about hormones. It's about you. Reclaiming your strength, your clarity, your natural rhythm as a man in the second half of life. So don't underestimate this tiny powerhouse. The Brazil nut might be the simplest, most surprising tool in your health arsenal. And now that we've reignited your hormones, are you ready to unlock the secret to healthy aging from the inside out? In the next section, we'll explore the third and final nut one that supports your heart, your joints, and your resilience. They're small, they're green, They take a bit of effort to crack open. But inside each shell is a powerhouse of nutrients your body will thank you for, especially as you age. Now, if you're like most people, you probably think of pistachios as a fun snack. Maybe something you toss in a bowl during the holidays, or grab by the handful at a party. But what if I told you they could actually be a daily tool for longevity strength and joint support? You see, pistachios offer a rare combination of protein, fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats all in one bite. They're one of the few plant-based sources of complete protein, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscle. And as we get older, preserving muscle isn't just about strength. It's about staying mobile, independent, alive. Pistachios are also rich in a specific antioxidant called lutein. You might have heard that name before. It's best known for supporting eye health. But here's what's exciting. Lutein also protects your brain and helps reduce inflammation in your joints. That's right. The same tiny compound that keeps your vision clear also helps you walk without pain, think more clearly, and recover faster after physical activity. And there's more. Pistachios contain high levels of arginine, a natural amino acid that boosts blood flow. That means better circulation to your muscles, your heart, and yes, even where it matters most, in the bedroom. It's like nature's version of a gentle circulatory tune-up, no prescription needed. And let's not forget the fiber. Most people over 60 aren't getting nearly enough of it. But just a small handful of pistachios gives you a healthy boost, supporting digestion, stabilizing blood sugar, and keeping your energy steady throughout the day. Still not convinced? Here's something few people realize. Pistachios are one of the lowest calorie nuts. Yep, for the same weight you get more nuts per serving and fewer calories than almonds, cashews, or walnuts. That means you can snack smart feeling satisfied without feeling guilty. But here's the key. Go for pistachios in the shell. Why? Because shelling them yourself slows you down. You're less likely to overeat. And the visual cue of empty shells reminds your brain, hey, I've had enough. It's a built-in mindfulness practice, simple and surprisingly effective. I had a client, Nancy, 72 years old. She was struggling with stiffness in her knees, slow digestion, and weight she couldn't shake. Her doctor wanted to put her on meds for inflammation. But Nancy wanted to try food first. So we added a small bowl of in-shell pistachios to her afternoon routine. Just a snack, nothing fancy. After 30 days, Nancy said, "My joints feel smoother. I'm regular again. And I finally feel in control of my eating." That's the magic of smart nutrition. It's not about cutting everything out. It's about choosing better. So if you're looking for a nut that protects your heart, supports your joints, boosts blood flow, and keeps your brain sharp, pistachios might be your secret weapon. Here's how to make them work for you. Start with about 1 to 2 ounces a day. That's roughly a handful of in-shell pistachios. Eat them slowly. Let them be a ritual, something you enjoy, not just consume. Buy them unsalted if you're watching your sodium. And store them in a cool, dark place to preserve their healthy fats. When you snack this way with purpose, you're not just feeding your body, you're sending a message to yourself that you care, that your health matters, that you're still investing in your own well-being. Now that you've discovered the power of almonds, Brazil nuts, and pistachios, are you curious which nuts you should avoid to protect your long-term health? So now you know: almonds for strength, Brazil nuts for hormones, and pistachios for joint and brain support. These tiny foods pack a powerful punch. And the best part, they're easy to find, affordable, and completely natural. But here's the truth. Knowing is only the beginning. What matters most is what you do with that knowledge. So if today's video opened your eyes, if you're ready to make small, smart changes to protect your energy, your memory, your independence. Then take the next step. Leave a comment below and let me know. Which of these 3 nuts are you most excited to add to your daily routine? Or maybe you've already been eating them. Share your experience and help inspire someone else. And don't forget to subscribe, because this is just the beginning. We're building a community here, a place where people over 60 can learn, grow, and thrive together. More simple science-backed health tips are on the way. So hit that subscribe button, tap the bell, and join us as we explore the best foods, habits, and strategies to help you feel stronger, clearer, and more alive at any age. Thanks for listening, and remember, your best years aren't behind you. They're just getting started.